Looking strong.
Title contenders.
Mm-hmm.
And why not?
Mm-hmm.
Were they in your top 4 pick at the start of the season? They weren't in mine. I was just scared.
Yes, they were number 3 in mine, I think.
What was your top? I thought Leicester were number 3 in your one.
Oh, yeah. Tottenham was 4. Leicester was 3.
Oof, it's not looking good.
Chelsea 2. Man United 1.
Well, Man City were 5th in your one, were they?
Yeah.
That's fine. There's still time.
You never know.
They just lost one game. They might use the next 36.
Well, Man United, though, they played Stoke this week, and according to Jose Mourinho, it was the best game that they've played all season.
No, it wasn't because they won some of the other ones.
I get what... We talked about this. I get where he's coming from.
Yeah, but shut up also.
Yeah.
Not you, him.
I know. I get where he's coming from, where they had a lot of chances, but, you're Man United, you're playing Stoke at home. You should be able to put that one away.
His whole career has been built on just winning, often at the expense of performance.
Yeah.
So he's just talking bollocks now.
Well, yeah, because he's Jose Mourinho. That's what he does. He talks bollocks.
But Wayne Rooney did get another assist, second in 2 games. Another classic.
Oh, Wazza.
I feel like I'm in better physical condition than him.
I know I am.
He's only 4 days older than me.
I have a tender hammy, and
Yeah?
I could still probably go 90 minutes at the same rate that he does. 30.
No, I saw you after one of those runs. You called for a sub immediately.
That's a good point.
So up the pitch. Oh, it's a great run from Brian. Woo! It takes you 20 minutes to walk around the back of the goal to get off. We've all been there.
Great goal from Joe Allen, though.
1 yard out. We did kick as hard as he could.
Joe Allen. I love him.
Hair.
He is.
Does he still have the beard?
Of course he does.
Yeah.
He looks the same as he did last year.
Let me tell you, Corey, this guy, he's got long hair and a beard. He is he's got a chicken farm, right?
He owns a chicken farm in Wales.
He's got a chicken farm.
Hold on.
That's football.
I have an idea what this guy looks like.
Yeah.
Do you?
In my head.
And we can imagine what he smells like as well, probably.
Chicken turds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chicken nuggets.
He's got one
Chicken nuggets. Smells like chicken nuggets.
Future nuggets, yeah. He's got one of those wax jackets with like bits of bird shit on. Like Home Alone 2. Remember the bird lady in Central Park?
Yeah,
he smells like shit. He smells like Joe Allen, or Joe Allen smells like her.
Yeah.
Kindred spirits. Kevin.
All right, here's Joe Allen. This is Joe Allen.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Nailed it. How old is he? 27 or something? 26, 27?
26, I think. Yeah, he's not that old. Because when he was with Swansea in 2012, he was 22.
Do you remember when it used to be younger than people that played sports?
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago, was it?
No.
I hate it.
It's weird being older than... Yeah. It's like, oh, Gylfi Sigurdsson, 27. What do you mean? I always have this conversation, too, where I always make this point that people who are really good athletes, they always look like their appearance is always older than what they are. Like for instance, watch college basketball. Like those kids are 18, 19, they look like they're 28, 29 years old. I wonder if that's just like a testosterone thing. If it's
well, maybe, yeah.
You know what I
must
mean?
Be something but then
like there's something about them that allows them to have that kind of ability biologically, but it also gives them that outward appearance that they're older.
But then football or soccer players, whatever. Mm-hmm. They look pretty young. I feel.
Yeah.
Like I see some of the college kids playing JJ Watt's brother. What's his name?
TJ.
He's a monster.
Yeah.
He's like 47, isn't he?
I know.
The state of him.
He's 21 years old.
But yeah, he doesn't. I don't know. He doesn't look that young. But you see someone off the bench for. I'm trying to think of a prepubescent example. Who's a like James Maddison scored the free kick for Aberdeen.
Yeah.
He's a child.
Yeah, he's 19 years old. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I think football's a bit younger. I think they're just a bit kind of.
Well,
I don't know. I haven't got an adjective.
Well, American football. I mean, those guys are lifting weights every day.
Steroids.
Probably.
Absolutely.
They're there's just more going on biologically than these guys are just running around.
I think Americans have more going on biologically. I think in Europe we're like a stagnant pool.
It could be.
Out here, you're just all pumped up about everything, and in Europe we just go, go.
Well, did you watch this Man United Stoke game at all, Dave? Because I did.
No, because it was I woke up on Sunday because you text me saying "Ha Man United" or something like that. That's what I first saw.
Oh.
And I thought I won't watch that, but I will watch the next game in half an hour. Spurs Man City. Let's do that instead.
Yeah. Kolarov own goal. Dele Alli goal. Boom.
Yeah, I missed
But yeah.
that one.
I don't know. Man United, they look ponderous right now. You know, it's almost as if Van Gaal's still their coach. I'm gonna
No, they're better than that.
I know. I'm just giving a little bit of stick to them.
Hey, careful.
Yeah. No, I mean
a lot of Van Gaal fans listen to this podcast.
They definitely have a lot more of attacking sensibility, but you know, whatever Josie says, they drew with Stoke, who are, you know, one of the worst teams in the league. So, as far as results go, but you know, fair play to Stoke for getting that draw. They definitely robbed that one.
There's a lot to be said for having a midfield like Joe Allen high up against a team like Man United with their bit sloppy with distribution in the back, or a bit slow to move it.
The thing that I noticed, especially, we can move on to the Arsenal-Burnley game, because I know, but Burnley, a lot of what the smaller teams are doing is, because a lot of the big teams, they just love to play out from the back. So what Burnley did was, I think, textbook to how you want to play that, which is you put your two, because they play 4-4-2 Burnley, obviously, because it's Sean Dyche, and he's
Pardon?
Sean Dyche.
Yes, that's better. Thanks very much.
So they
that's how he talks.
They put their two strikers on the two center halves for Arsenal. They put them on Koscielny and Mustafi, and then they had a forward midfielder on Xhaka. And so it just forced Czech to kick long every time he had the ball. Every time he had the ball, he had to kick long. And I think that's what you have to do with these bigger teams, is because they all want to play out from the back. You just have to press them high up the pitch and make them uncomfortable.
Well, yeah. I don't disagree with you.
But I don't see why it's taken so long, because it seems like it's taken till this point for teams to realize that. Like, if we want to sneak out a win or a draw against these bigger teams, this is what we have to do. And it seems very simple, because it is very simple, but I don't know why it's taken so long for teams to realize this.
Well, it takes a lot of energy. So
it does take a lot of energy.
If you do that, then
but you only have to do that for 12 games a year, really? You think about it? Like, to do that consistently.
Well, I don't mean over the season, but I mean in the one game.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you do that, then if you're playing like Burnley did, you're going to have to remove. You're going to use your subs on 3 of the front guys.
Yeah.
So if you have any issue anywhere else, so you have to rejig, then you've got to your subs are being wasted. I don't know. It's kind of a gamble.
It's a gamble, but it worked for Burnley, because Burnley, I mean, they made Arsenal pass sideways for 90 plus minutes.
Yeah, and then they lost.
Right, but I mean, pretty fluky.
Well, it was a ridiculous goal, but
it was a handball goal and offside as well. That just happened to.
It was onside. It was just a handball. It's fine.
Well, whatever. But
there's only one foul out of 2.
I mean, that's exactly what Burnley set out to do. They wanted a 0-0 draw. That's what they wanted.
Well, you can do it either way. You can go out and press them at the start and get knackered, or you can just do the park the bus thing and then try and hit them on the break in the last 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. You know, it's the same difference, really, I guess.
Well, that's what Hull does. That's what Hull does. Is they do that move. They just sit, 10 people behind the ball and then try and hit you on the counter. But
no, I prefer the pressing thing, because I think it's especially
because it can create more opportunities. Because what if Mustafi or just in this it's Mustafi or Koscielny misplays a pass or they miscontrol a ball, then you're right on top of them and you can create a chance for yourself.
Yeah,
I think it's just more opportunistic if you just press high up the pitch.
I think the risk reward is better.
Yeah,
I would think so. But I mean, that was like Man City's best chance against Spurs, or the one time, because they were getting pressed so high. I think it was Fernandinho just spanked a pass like 50 yards up on the wing, and they sort of got over the press, and then they had a chance.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think, well, yeah, the good teams will get wise to it, and I think That's why I think that Daley Blind, for example, will probably stay in Man United's defence because
He's a good
if
passer.
they do press,
Yeah.
then he's a guy that can hit a 60-yard pass and beat it. So
Yeah.
it makes sense. Or you might see that more. You might end up seeing Man City play a centre half and Fernandinho. I mean, you might as well play like Stones and Fernandinho because, I mean, the amount of attacks they actually face. What's the point in playing Otamendi? I guess
Right.
you might as well have someone that can distribute it.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
We're just theorizing.
Yeah.
So we're pissing.
Wait, so what were you guys talking about? Do the sponsor. Do it again.
No, it's one and done.
Do it.
No, absolutely not.
Who was the sponsor? Just tell me who the sponsor was.
This whiskey and
cousin.
that, and yeah, my cousin and that chair over there.
They were all the sponsor?
Yeah. It's not lucrative.
How you enjoying that whiskey, Pump?
Dude, that's why I said the
Well,
sponsor
didn't you hear
Dave's
the
Cup.
advert? Did you skip through the commercial or something? What were you doing?
What do you mean? I was taking a piss. What do you mean?
Well, exactly, you ignored it. You missed it.
Well, I had to pee.
You're peeing that hard that you missed our conversation?
Yeah.
You're pretty loud.
All I heard was you guys laughing.
There was a fan in there, so I was like,
Yeah, I couldn't hear.
Anyway,
If only you guys could do it again.
Glengarry whiskey is terrific. is what we're saying.
Glengarry,
Yeah.
Glen Ross.
Also, if you're drunk in my basement, my couch is over there. That's basically what we were saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, funnier though.
Yeah, that's not very funny.
I know.
The podcast world's never going to know what you're going to talk about.
Doesn't matter.
Right there. Yeah.
I've
That's
got,
fine.
I've got CP over there.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. All right. So, international break.
Oh.
Who does Scotland have this week?
Lithuania at home.
Okay.
Slovakia away.
Ooh, that could be a tricky one. Slovakia.
I think we'll do all right. I'm feeling confident this time.
You're
Win
gonna
or
shut.
draw.
You're gonna shut down Hamshake. You think?
Yeah.
He says with a wry smile.
Well, maybe you get sick. I don't know. Oh, I was going to say ham sick. Don't worry about it. But ham thick with nothing. I don't.
Corey's trying not to laugh.
Ham thick.
It's okay. It's a live studio audience. You can laugh.
One funny thing I said, not just
Yeah.
like
So-
our ad break.
What do you think would be a good international break for Scotland then, as far as results?
Home win
go?
away draw would be all right. I
Okay.
think minimum.
You have Lithuania away.
No, we're at home.
You're home. Okay.
We should do all right. I think. I don't see why not. People said, "Oh, Scotland were having a tough time against Malta until they got that red card." And then we were actually doing all right, so I think we'll be absolutely fine.
Okay.
I've got no. Lithuania, one of those teams we historically struggle against because
They're a basketball nation.
they're from Eastern Europe, and British people go, "Ooh, not sure about them,"
Yeah.
because they don't know anything.
Yeah.
And then we draw with them 1-1 and get upset. They're like Georgia. Georgia beat us, Lithuania we draw with. That's kind of how it goes. But we should be alright. We got Oliver Burke.
Well, Georgia's got more of a footballing history than Lithuania, I think, don't they?
Yeah.
Dinamo Tbilisi, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, they probably do.
Okay.
But Lithuania, I mean, they're just going to park their arse and wait for us to try and break them down.
Yeah.
Which is the real issue Scotland have.
Well, but you have a little bit more of a dynamism with your players.
Berkey.
You got Burke, you've got Richie, you've got Snodgrass.
Snodders.
Yeah.
love Snoddy.
You've got some good players now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's actually a good time for Scottish national football. You have some good players.
I don't think, apart from Gareth Bale, we're basically the same as Wales.
Yeah, I would agree with
It's
that.
the same kind of team.
Yeah.
We're better than Northern Ireland.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
Probably better than Ireland right now. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty confident. I think we should do okay.
Okay.
But it's still that kind of pointless stage of World Cup qualifiers anyway. Everyone's just
They're
kind
all
of
important,
faffing about.
Dave.
I mean, there's some exciting games this time, I think. Austria, Wales, maybe okay. Italy, Spain, Germany, Czech, France, Holland.
That could be interesting.
There's some fun ties out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
England, Malta, if you're interested. It's just kind of dull,
With
though.
new coach Gareth Southgate.